pictures. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And you are?
I'm Grant.
From?
HM Trailers.
And this is your equipment behind me?
Yes,
or
it is.
behind you, I should say.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about what you got on show today then.
It's got a Bowser, water Bowser here, or water liquid fertiliser Bowser, 12,000 litre pump on the back, and then we've got a grain trailer here. What's special about this? CTI, it's tyre inflation on here, so you look in here.
Oh, okay.
Automatically inflate, deflate tyres as you go. So this trailer, for example, is 4 years old and
really?
has been switching between sort of 15, 18 psi and 60 psi on the road.
Okay.
So
I'm not agricultural, but for argument's sake, if you had put a load on it, and you wanted more traction, it would deflate the tyres for you?
Well, you're deflating ground compaction is the key part. So to try and avoid that, and then the work, needed remedial work to pull that back out of the ground again effectively. So it is about pounds per square inch effectively.
Yeah, it's
the loading.
The footprint.
Yes, exactly. So the bigger the footprint, then the lighter the
but
pressure.
Sometimes the tram lines on farms cause a lot of grief, don't they?
Yes.
If you're drilling.
Yeah.
And then you've got a great big tram line going down the centre of it. Yeah. And obviously it's going to kick out of it, isn't it?
Yeah. So. Or you might deal with a tram line, in a different different strategy to the rest of the field, for example.
Yeah. Obviously you obviously cultivate to the tram lines anyway. Yeah. So you say the tanker behind you is that obviously for contractors so they can take fertiliser and
so it's a logistics again. All this stuff is about logistics, isn't it? So you've got to get grain from combine back to farm. You've got to get water from farm to the sprayer, or liquid fertiliser from farm tanks to the sprayer in the field. So
you specialise in trailers only?
Trailers is
and just these two, or have you got any?
No, all sorts of things. So bale trailers, hook lift trailers. Much more complicated Bowser systems, chaser Bowsers as well. As I said, hook lifts, dump trailers, all sorts of things.
For the construction industry as well as agricultural?
Yes, indeed, yeah.
Okay. Have you got any more plant around here, or is it just
these two here
just
today?
These two here today?
Yeah.
And whereabouts are you based?
So we're based in Essex, a little village called Fifield.
Not too far away then, is it, really?
No.
And you do all nationwide, obviously?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you do all around the world as well?
We have dealings elsewhere in different countries, but European countries primarily.
Yeah. Oh, okay then. And your name is?
Grant.
And your company's called?
HM Trailers.
Thanks ever so much for your time.
I
appreciate it.
Cheers.
Cheerio. Good afternoon. Who am I speaking to now then today?
I'm David Broad, Massey Ferguson Area Sales Manager for the Eastern Counties.
And you've got plant and machinery here? We've
got a selection of tractors from what have we got over there? 1747 compact tractor through to an 8740, a 400 horsepower tractor.
Oh, that's a beast, isn't it?
That certainly is a beast, yes, yes.
And this is your full range you have with us today, is it?
Pretty much, yes. I should think the only.
So you're starting off with the small
compact tractor for the ground care and amenity market, but also very popular in sort of market gardens, fruit and vineyard use, but also quite a few of those out scraper tractors as well.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, that's what we see. We miss in the scraper world, don't we? An old tractor, mechanically, no electronics, to scrape the muck away, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
You don't need anything fancy.
No.
You just want to put a blade on the back, scrape the muck away. It gets covered in it. Who cares?
Yeah, and there aren't the supply of the sort of the 135 Massey 135s and Ford 4000s about anymore. And they've sort of, as you know, they've moved into some of the preservation circles, so they're worth quite a lot of money nowadays.
Or gone off to Africa or
gone off to exported to Africa. So that makes quite a good alternative. It's four-wheel drive.
And what sort of horsepower is this?
That's 46.
46 horsepower. Oh, it's right in the range then, isn't it? Of the old 135 sort of thing,
yeah. But with modern transmission, four-wheel drive, power steering, modern linkage on the back. So it's perfect for that sort of work.
What engine has it got in it?
It's an Izeki engine.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And what about repairs and that sort of thing? Is it all your good backup service, have you?
Well, we've been involved with these for 30 odd years now as Massey Ferguson, so
so it's a good engine. Yeah. And it's started to rain again.
It started to rain again. Anyway. Yes.
But as I say, so you now into telehandlers, I see?
Well, again, we've done telehandlers for a good number of years, but probably been guilty of not pushing them all the time as hard as we should be. But with Agwood now not doing their previous range of telehandlers. They've now started to push ours and have now got quite a few of these out and about now and gone well for them.
It's quite a condensed market, isn't it, really, the telehandlers? You've not gone for the 3-point linkage on the back or anything?
No, we haven't. That's such a limited market.
Really?
And it's I think the things with the linkage on the back, they're neither one thing or the other necessarily. So ours are just specialist handlers. Okay, they can have a trailer hitch like that on there, but not with a 3-point linkage. There's not many about now with the 3-point linkage, because I think they're neither one thing or the other particularly.
And we can't talk about money because no one likes to talk about costs and prices and everything. And I think we best go indoors because it's starting raining again. Thanks ever so much. And your name is?
I'm David Broad.
And you're from Massey Ferguson?
I'm from Massey Ferguson. I'm the area sales manager for Massey Ferguson.
For the south east of England?
For the eastern counties, all the way from Yorkshire all the way down to here. Really? To look after 6 Massey Ferguson dealers.
Okay, well thanks for giving us your time.
That's all right, no problem at all.
See you again. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Cheerio. Class tractors.
650. I'm in power for the next, for my life?
Probably not, no.
If she gets in.
That's grand, but that's good.
Obviously, she's a shopper. But they all are.
I made a mistake before. I don't know how many horsepower that is, but it looks lots like the last one. Good afternoon. Who am I speaking to today?
So I'm Ross Leach from Class Man's branch sales manager.
Okay, and what tractors have you got to show me today? I see a huge one over there.
Yeah.
A bigger one over this side.
So over there we've got an Action 870, which is a CVT transmission. That one's actually sold, 350 horsepower roughly.
Okay, is it boost to anything? Or?
Yeah, that one's, well, it sits at about 300, but it's about 280, boosted up to 300, 310.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, no, nice heavy cultivation tractor, but it's also light.
Perfect for dragging a big cultivator
about.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
I've seen a few today as well. So.
Oh, you would have done, yeah. And then this 650, this is more of a general purpose tractor. It's 150 horsepower, and then yeah, maximum 170.
And it's got all the bells and whistles, I presume, on inside.
Yeah, C-Matic, so it's CVT transmission. You've got CMOS screen in there, so it's all Isobus. GPS, telematics, the whole lot.
So it works to the tram lines.
Yeah,
and that's it.
So you can basically, it's accurate. It's about 2.5 centimetres on the GPS.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can run it real tight. Yeah.
Because that's what farmers do now. They cultivate to the tram lines now, don't they?
Yeah, and plus they're worried about overlap. So there's no point recultivating what you've already cultivated. If that makes sense. So you're better off just leaving as little overlap as possible, making the most out of every run.
Okay, and where are you based?
We're based at Headcorn, just down the road.
Oh, okay, not too far either. And obviously you've got a shop there, a fitting shop, have you? Workshops, facilities,
so
spares department, have you?
That's it, 10-bay workshop.
I think I've drove past your works a few times, and it's because I went to the Tractor Fest. It's not far from Tractor Fest.
That's it, just down the road,
Yeah, the Tractor Fest. I've got videos on the Tractor Fest.
That's it, yeah, so no.
Okay. And what, are you just south east of England, your group, or
no? So we go from Norfolk, right the way down to Kent. Okay. So yeah, we're 7 depots as class mans. Yeah. We cover the whole east side of England basically.
Okay, and this piece of kit behind me, what I'm looking at now, what we're dealing with there?
Yes, this is brand new for us. This is built in. This came out in January.
Yeah.
It's a 36 metre horse PT sprayer.
36 metres.
Yeah. It's not the biggest. They go to 42.
Really?
Yeah, but it's it's brand new to us. So we're fairly new with it. But it's running the class forager cab. Yeah. So it's a cab that we're familiar with.
Is it a false vent, so nothing can get into the cab system, no spray or nothing?
No, nothing get into the cab, so it's all carbon filters.
Oh, okay.
So they run with carbon as opposed to pressurised cabs.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's for us, it's a brand new product, so it's something we're learning. It's, but yeah, brand new out. Should be in Farmer's Guide, hopefully, this month.
Oh, okay. Okay, and that's obviously the only one in the country at the moment, is it?
Yeah.
Is it aimed more at a contractor rather than a farm?
Big farms,
the big factory farms.
It's a 3.5 to 4,000 acre really, plus.
Because I mean, they're probably used like twice a year, I suppose. I mean, it's a big expense for.
A bit more than that.
Really?
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many times they might put on. They do liquid fertiliser, and then they'll do, and then they'll be running over it again. You know, with glyphosate, so knocking out, which obviously
ready for the harvest.
So no, there might be more passes than you think.
Really?
That's why they're doing 42
because we
meters.
don't plough no more. We tend to sort of drill on last year's crop.
That's it,
so you obviously you go over with something like that to kill the weeds in last year's crop.
That's it.
And then just drill on top of that.
Correct, yeah.
And then you fertilise on top of that, and then you kill the crop at the end of it.
That's
so
it.
you're sort of like, can we have a walk over to your big tractor over there and perhaps have a little chat about that if you don't mind? Yeah. Fantastic. We're scanning this on the way through. It's a piece of kit, isn't it? Like, you know? Is that the toilet seat there?
Yeah, that's it. That's the induction hopper. So that's where you fill all the chemical.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you've got a little light here and all the controls, so you can basically set it to fill the clean water.
Yeah.
You set it to fill the clean water and then you put all the chemical in there.
Ah, okay, so is this spillage?
Yeah, no spillage. You wash your can out on there.
Yeah.
So you put the can over it, it sprays all in there. Yeah, washes it all out, so yeah.
Because we are affected by the health and safety people coming round to the farms now, and you've got to be careful of any spillages at all, haven't you? So.
No, exactly. Yeah, no, you don't want to spill any chemical. Plus, it's
it's money as well. It's money as well, isn't it?
You don't want to start tipping it down.
No.
Side of it.
No, it's not like the old days when you emptied a 5-gallon drum and most of it went on the floor, didn't it? Sort of thing. You know?
No, exactly. No, definitely not.
But that's good, as I say. Wicked tyres on it, though. They're huge, aren't they?
They go bigger, so they go to 52-inch rims.
Oh, really? Plenty of ground clearance, I see, as well.
Does
this lift up or something, does it?
So this is in its lowest position at the moment, so the whole machine will raise about a foot, because it's on hydraulic pneumatic suspension.
Okay.
And then that obviously will come up with it, but all that folds up.
Yeah.
And then you can shut the lid down.
Yeah.
And then you're ready for going. So you want to go spraying. So
and out in the field, and that's it then.
Yeah, that's it.
Fantastic. Okay, then. Well, thanks for that.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, if there's no one in the cab, we'll look in there. But I think there's someone in the cab, so we won't take a picture of him.
You're right.
Let's go for this one. Oh, there's people in that one there as well. So what did you say? It was 200 horsepower?
Yeah, no, you're 280, and then maximum 300. But yeah, no, it's it's a bit of a beast, really.
Has it got a front PTO on it or something?
This one hasn't. No, this one's got front linkage, but it's you can have front PTO.
Yeah.
But you'd really want something big on the front. You want a sort of triple mowers or something really.
Yeah, I was thinking more of a sort of like a mower on the front, say a butterfly on the back sort of thing.
Yeah, so you have a 3.2 front mower and a set of 9 metres.
Yeah, and I mean you do 30 metres worth of grass, couldn't you, in one go, like, you know?
Well, 9. Yeah, you get 9 or 10 metres at a time as a pass.
Really?
Yeah, most.
Okay.
Yeah, but
No, I was thinking with a butterfly on the back as well.
Oh yeah, the butterfly only goes to 9.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay. That's me showing my naivety. Yeah, okay then.
That's all right.
But you've got to wait on it at the moment. Obviously, that's for cultivation.
You can weight the front and weight the rear. You basically aim to get 50-50 weight distribution.
Yeah.
Ideally, 50-50 or 60 on the rear, 40 on the front.
Yeah. So what's the service time for something like that?
600 hours.
600 hours. And is it an expense or is it just like a filter change? And
they are expensive, but it's because of the oil.
Yeah.
The amount of oil that they require.
Really?
So average service costs are anywhere between 1,000 and £2,000 really.
But the work they do, it outweighs the service cost.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
That's all right.
And your name is?
Ross.
And your company's called?
Class Mans.
Thanks so much.
No worries.
Cheerio.
Thank you.
Well, that's it for me today. Pouring the rain. Finished the video. Sorry I didn't do any more ons and offs, but it started raining heavily, and unfortunately I've had to go from one tent to the next, and but it's been a good day. I've had a chat with a lot of people. Should be 2 or 3 videos out of this. Hope you enjoy them, and the people I spoke to, hope you didn't mind me videoing you. Anyway, from me, thanks for coming along. Like and subscribe as usual. You know, it gives the channel a bit of content, especially for our farming communities. You know, so, and the charities. I've filmed 2 charity people at this event today, and it's for their families, the people that are in trouble. Anyway, thanks again. Cheerio for now. See you soon.